Hi guys, today I'm here with a delicious brownie recipe. These are brownies with some cheesecake topping on top. And also I've added some seasonal fruits to go, or actually berries, to go with the cheesecake. These are a chocolate lover's dream because they are super chocolatey. I've also made the cream cheese topping, so the cheesecake topping with chocolate cream cheese. So this is really chocolatey, and if you love chocolate, you're going to love these. In a small pot here I have my butter and the chocolate. I didn't chop it too small. I didn't really worry about it because I have the butter in there. And then you just want to heat it over medium heat until the butter has melted and until the chocolate has melted. You also want to make sure that you keep on mixing it and watch it so that once it's completely melted, so the butter and the chocolate, that's when you want to stop heating it. So you don't really want to heat it more than that, just until it's melted. And I can tell you, it smells so good at this moment. I know it's just butter and chocolate, but it smells really good. So you can see we're getting there. There are a couple of little ones of the chocolate that haven't melted yet, but almost there. So now I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna leave it without control. So I'm gonna watch it closely and see when it's all completely melted. Now I don't see any lumps of butter or chocolate, and so I'm gonna remove it from heat and transfer into a separate bowl. Then we have the chocolatey butter in here. It has had a little bit of time to cool. That's why we want to transfer it into a separate bowl so that it cools faster. Now I'm gonna add the sugar to it. And then you just want to lightly whisk it with a fork. So just shortly, and then you want to start adding the eggs. And again, just give it a short mix with the fork. Just so that it's all well combined. So that's good. And then we just want to start adding our dry ingredients in. So I have both the cocoa powder and the flour in here. I'm just gonna sieve that in. And then you would probably just want to swap to a spatula so that you can mix it all in well, and just mix until it's all well combined. So you want to fold through the batter like this, and once you've made sure that there's no flour, then that's when it's ready. So then I have my brownie tin here, or actually it's a cake tin that I'm using for the brownie recipes. And what I'm gonna do, which will help me to remove the brownie from the cake tin, is first I'm gonna butter the tin a little bit. And then I'm gonna cover it with some parchment paper. So the butter beneath the parchment paper, it helps the parchment paper to stick to the baking tin. So that's the only purpose really. And then a bit more over here. And then you just want to transfer your brownie batter or the brownie base over the parchment paper. The batter looks so good at this point that I can imagine I could just eat it like it is, but we want to bake it to see how the brownie will be. So then you just want to smoothen the batter or the brownie base so that you have it, so that you have the base covered. Then I have my cream cheese over here. I'm using chocolate cream cheese, but you can also use just regular cream cheese, and you just want to soften it shortly. So when you have it at room temperature, it doesn't take you too long to soften it. Then we're going to add the egg and give it a short mix to combine. So just until it's combined, and then you want to sieve in the flour. And then mix again until well combined. You could use a hand mixer for this to just get everything smooth easier, or use the power of your hands and mix it well so that you have no lumps of flour in there. When it's looking nice and smooth, you can add this on top of your brownie batter. I have the brownie base over here, and I'm just gonna add the cheesecake topping on top. Then you want to smoothen it out. And then, because it's really chocolatey at this point, you can keep it like this if you love everything chocolate, or you can do what I'm gonna do and add a little bit of fruit on top. So I had some different leftover fruits like blueberries and raspberries and some blackberries. So I'm gonna add a little bit of each on top, and then you just want to press them lightly into the cheesecake filling. What you could also do is to serve with some fresh fruit, so you don't have to put the fruits on top of the cheesecake. You can leave them fresh, unbaked, and then just serve with a little bit of fresh fruit. So that's it. I've added all of my berries on top, and now I'm gonna bake this beauty. And as always, the baking instructions can be found in the recipe that is linked below in the description box. So then, once you've chilled the brownie first, or allowed it to come to room temperature on a cooling rack, you want to chill it in the fridge until it's cold. So about 2 to 3 hours, and then we can remove it from the tin. Here you can already see the beautiful layer. That's the brownie, that's the cheesecake. I would suggest to warm it up just a little bit before serving in the microwave so that the brownie becomes gooey. I hope you enjoyed these delicious brownie cheesecakes. And one more time, I'm gonna remind you that before serving, you should warm the brownies a little bit in the microwave. So just about 10 to 15 seconds is enough, and then they will be really soft and gooey. And serve with some vanilla ice cream on top if you want a really sweet treat, or add some Greek yogurt or creme fraiche on top to make it just a little bit fresher and balance out the sweetness. That's how I like to enjoy these. If you enjoyed this recipe and if you love the brownies, don't forget that thumbs up for support, and subscribe so that you don't miss any new delicious recipes. And I will continue bringing those your way. Thank you for watching my video. Bye bye until next time.